Hello, Vortex. I'm sorry. The world is just making me laugh. I know that it shouldn't, because the world is absolutely disgusting and terrible. And a lot of the people that live here are stupid by choice. Oh, man. You know, I'm going to try to say really smart, insightful things without being too mean or discriminatory, because I think that we already have enough of that going on, okay? I consider myself to be a Christian, but I don't really like to call myself that, because a lot of the people that associate themselves with that religion aren't very intelligent. And it's not just that they're not intelligent. It's like they really don't know what they believe. You know, like, my biggest complaint about Marxists is that they don't really know what they believe and they just believe it. But that really is true all across the map. A lot of people believe stuff just because they're told to believe it. And, you know, like the news media, for example. They represent a particular narrative, and you, as a sheep, are trained from the get-go to just believe it. Not question it, not challenge it in any kind of way. Just go along with it. And if you don't, then that makes you really terrible in the eyes of people that believe it. And you're not only really terrible, but you don't care, right? You don't care about the seriousness of the situation that's being presented. I really don't take anything seriously. Like, it's all a show. It really is. It's all a show. It's all a joke. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Some shit that just happened. And right when I think it's time to go back to Nashville and do stand-up. No, it's not. They're going to blame this on a particular religious group, and I guarantee you it has very little to do with that religious group. But that's what they do, because they want to divide people and encourage you to hate people that don't look like you. And I don't know, I'm just fucking bored with this narrative. I really am. So bored with it. That's why I was laughing earlier, because it's all a joke. But anyway, I forgot what my original point was. Oh, people just believe whatever. Yeah. I want to know as much as possible. I want to research as much as possible. And I read some books, you know, on liberal fascism. And shortly after I read some books on that, I read an 800-page book on U.S. history that was written by a liberal, because I just wanted to get different perspectives. I realized that the best way to fight the system is to be as educated as possible. A lot of people don't know that. But there are just a lot of things that I'm realizing about, you know, everything that I've ever been told. And it's all a bunch of bullshit. You know, if we don't get anything else out of this president, maybe we'll get some truth about how fucked up everything really is in this country. And yet people refuse to believe it because they just want to live in this little bubble. Whether that bubble is there because of the media, or that bubble is there because of the education system, or that bubble is there because of science, or that bubble is there because of the education system. You really can't stress it enough. And you know, I don't just think it's that. I think it's like the genuine disinterest that people have in learning stuff that makes them feel bad. You know, because here in America, you know, we love our distractions. We love our distractions so much that we slowly kill ourselves day in and day out. And still play the victim about it. I mean, these things infuriate me, but the best way to deal with it is just to laugh about it, because there's literally like nothing I can do. I can try to educate people and they're not going to listen to me anyway, so fuck them, right? They'll just keep blaming somebody. Like, it's so much easier to just blame other countries or other cultures or other races or other genders. Yeah, they need to include a Z. Holy shit. Speaking of America. You see this shit? There you go. It's fucking America right there, baby. You should have seen it before. When I left to go to my parents' house, that McDonald's parking lot was packed. I have never seen a McDonald's parking lot so busy. And I used to work at McDonald's. So I know all about that shit, okay? Now, I just had a very interesting evening with my parents. Talked to my brother and his girlfriend. It's funny, my brother is like against race mixing. Like, he used to give me shit all the time when I was growing up, telling me don't date a black guy. If you date a black guy, I'm gonna kill him. He would say that to me over and over again. And his girlfriend is fucking Vietnamese. I didn't say anything. Well, I did say something. I said something to my mom, but you know, she just ignored me like she always does. You know, whenever I point out hypocrisy in other human beings, you know, it's very easy to ignore this stuff. The thing is, I point out my own hypocrisy all the time. You guys have seen me do it. The Vortex is very well aware that I am very well aware of my own hypocrisy. And I think that I have the right to be arrogant about it because I've taken the time and the effort to look at these things and analyze them further. Most people don't do that. So they do it to everybody else. There's probably a cop up here. That's where the cop was last night. They were just sitting there, just waiting on somebody to speed, waiting on somebody to not wear their seatbelt, waiting on somebody to, I don't know what, make a U-turn. I made a U-turn and they didn't even catch it. Yeah, I guarantee you all this stuff's happening right now. Every single thing that they're doing. Every single thing. Whether it's a virus or it's an attack. It's all about more surveillance. Every single time. Prove me wrong, baby. Change my mind. I'd really love to see your evidence. Show it to me. Show it to me. Nobody can do that. It's hilarious how many people, they want to disagree with me, but they won't debate. Like they don't have anything. So it's just easier to walk away or get quiet, you know? It's hilarious how quickly people will go quiet when you tell them a fact or an actual stat. They get so quiet so quick. Because it really is like whatever they've been told versus your large stack of evidence that you can pinpoint and you can highlight and you can circle it, and they will still deny it up and down, round and round. It's fucking annoying, man. You know, you were trying to chill out and now you're angry. Yeah, dude, that is like the worst time for me to take a break from weed. I'm actually tempted to smoke some right now, but I'm like, no, dude. Don't do it. But yeah, man, I was just thinking about religion. I was thinking about like all the stuff that we've been told. You know, like even the Bible, you know, it's been translated over and over and over again. And that's something that a lot of people bring up that hate religion. They always talk about how like all the wars have been fought over religion, and it's somebody's religion. It might not be actual religion, but they're fighting over something. You know, money's a religion to a lot of people. But it's true though. It's true. And you know, I have a very strong belief in God. And that's because of my experience. It's not because of anything I read in a book. It's because of my experience. It's because of stuff I know in my heart, stuff I know in my soul. And so I attribute what I read in the Bible to that experience. But it's always good to be as informed as possible. But the more informed you are, the more depressed you are. Because the more you realize everybody's full of shit. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Which is why most people choose to swallow other pills. You know? It's very true. It's very, very true. Did I tell you guys I saw my neighbor? I saw my neighbor today. Oh no, I didn't shoot another video today. This is the first video today. But yeah, I saw my neighbor. I've never seen this person. I thought this person was a man. Turns out they're a woman. What a likely story that is, right? But I'm like debating on whether or not I'm gonna go into work tonight. I'm really, really tired. I just hate everything. You know, my mom told me tonight, she was like, you hate on everything. I'm like, Mom, I'm a polemicist, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm polemical, let's just say that. I'm polemical. I'm polemical. I'm working on this thing called a polemical musical. Because of how much I hate everything. The right people will be able to relate to it. And all the sheep will think that I'm just a crazy person. But, you know, they ain't telling me shit I don't know. But I would say the world's pretty crazy. And I would say it's even crazier to trust the world. So I'll never understand that allegiance that people pay to authority figures. And really nothing else to say. That's not true. You'll think of something in about 15 seconds. Yeah, it's true. It's true, but I love my parents. My parents are sheep, but I love them. I love my family. Like, I'm the black sheep of my family. And, like, I'm the black sheep everywhere I go. And I think that's why, like, I don't fit in anywhere. I don't fit in church. I don't fit in 12-step programs. I don't fit in, with people that just go along with the mainstream crappity crap, you know? Like, I'm not into sports. I'm not into TV. Not into, shit music. Like, every once in a while, I'll listen to, you know, a song by AC/DC, but, like, for the most part, you know, I hate shit like that. Because that's the shit that brainwashes people. That's the shit that, like, keeps people docile. And, I know that everybody's got, like, a different version of, like, unconventionality. You know, like, for me, it's, that. But, and a lot of other things too. Let's be real. Yeah, I mean, I think just the way that I think is very unconventional. But I've noticed that more and more people are starting to understand the way that I look at the world. Because it's, I mean, it's not an easy perspective to live with. You know, it's very daunting perspective. You know, I've had several people tell me, like, God, I'd hate to have your perspective because that's just terrible. And I'm like, well, think about me when everything's falling apart, and I tried to warn you. But it was too inconvenient, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm gonna go inside, hang out with my cats. My parents got me these slippers. I'm going to show you guys something in a second. I'll be back.